Good morning. Today we're going to be working on the rest of the standing rig, the lower shrouds and the cap shroud. If you haven't seen the video on the head stay and back stay, we'll go ahead and link it down below. So first thing I need to do is mark off all the turnbuckle lengths where I've got the rig pretty much tuned and I got the mast straight and plumb, and I'll tape off all the turnbuckles and then start loosening everything and then climb. I'm going to start with the lowers first, the forward and aft lowers first, and then we'll see about doing the cap shrouds. So let's get started. So last week our sailmaker came down and measured up for 3 new sails. We're getting a new main, new jib, and a new staysail cut. We're also getting a strong track with full battens in the main, and in order to slide the strong track up the existing luff groove, I had to cut this open and extend it. It needs to be at least open 6 inches off the bottom, 6 inches above the gooseneck, and also has to be a gate opening full width of at least 4 inches. I might even still have to take the boom off in order to slide the strong track up the groove, but I had to do some modifications yesterday, cutting that open and bigger than it was. Also, when we had the sail cut, we had the foot of the sail shortened to 13.5 foot from tack to clew, so we're gonna have the boom shortened also. A lot of people with the T37s have come to the conclusion that a shorter main actually helps better with the way the boat sails. So we're going to experiment with it a little bit with the shortened clew, see if we can get the boom cut and re-welded with the shiv box re-welded at the back of the boom. I need to reinstall the out-haul track and get that set up. Another good reason to get that boom shortened is when that thing swings across the cockpit, tacking across, this moves it up to just in front of the binnacle, so it's not a headhunter every time you tack. So, but we'll be working on that in the future. But we got new sails being constructed as we speak, and I'm gonna get the rest of the rigging done now. So, okay, so first thing I did was mark off with tape all the shrouds where they go, and that way I can get my pin-to-pin measurement, and just to keep the shrouds organized, know which port and starboard. I went and used red tape for the port side. So this is the forward lower, and then I've got the forward lower on starboard side. So everything's loose. I just have to go up the mast and take it down. Come down. Now just unclip it and send it back up to me. Alright, so I'm taking apart the old high mod fittings. I put these on the old standing wire when I changed chain plates last year, and now I'm taking apart and I'm going to reuse these. So I took the old shroud with the old turnbuckle and everything assembled, laid out the tape measure, got a measurement of 26, it was 26 2 3/4 from the center of the pin down there to the center of the pin here. So now I just need to duplicate that. So these are the old turnbuckles, and these are the new turnbuckles, and the Hain toggles, all new fittings. You can see the old ones are rusty. I can't tell. They're not really, I don't think they look all that bad, but I don't know how old they are. I'm sure they're as old as the mast. So I figured I'd change them. I noticed these ones that are drilled right into through the threads. When I was changing out the headstay and the backstay, I had some serious issues with those holes chewing up the threads, so that it actually was removing bronze threads on the insides of the turnbuckles when I took them apart and put them back together when I installed new toggles on the bottom. The new toggles and the stud fittings all have a tapered area where it's not threaded. So you can see there where both these fittings don't have threads all the way through the pinhole where the cotter pin goes. So by removing these, when I took off the old toggles, the bronze, I think it weakened the threads on the inside. So that's why we just went with all new turnbuckles. Polished bronze was no more expensive than chrome plated bronze, and I mean, it'll turn green like the rest of the chain plates, but I just don't like, after a few years they start getting pitty, and the chrome just starts pitting and start looking ugly. So we'll see. It's just one more piece of bronze we won't ever polish, but they look nice right now. So .26 foot, 2 3/4 inch, pin to pin. Alright, now I'm going to raise both the shrouds up the halyard, and then I'm going to climb up there and pin them off at the top. Alright, now it's time to get these things on. Loosen them up just enough to get the pin in. And then tighten them back down to the tape. Right on the tape. So I'll leave it there for now. I think tomorrow I'll do the aft blowers. It's been a long day. I'm gonna go get something cold to drink.